And we're back, baby. And we have things to discuss, mainly the Elimination Chamber, where I will be defending this beaut against these two gentlemen who shall not go unnamed. After all, this show would not be the same without the one, the only, the former Wins World Prediction Champion, Vincent Kennedy Bucci.
Yes, we are now going into the Elimination Chamber. I have one goal in mind, that is to get back what's rightfully mine. And I am, dear God, some of this I'm a little excited about. Some of this I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. But we'll get into all of that.
You sound a bit entitled, rightfully yours. We'll get back to that if time allows, but I also don't want to steal from the time of the one, the only. What do we call you again? Damaskian Lycan, aka Desmond Dagenhart.
Hey, y'all.
Good to see you guys. I feel like we just spoke, but I have an admission to make, and I'm not proud of it. But hey, it's just us three here, so I want to talk about it. As you guys know, I was at Monday Night Raw at State Farm Arena, during which something happened. Something at the very end of the show, which I'm going to talk about before we leave here. And this is the embarrassing part, right? But before we get to the embarrassing part, I want to address something that also happened during the show. And that is the injury of Big Bronson Reed. And the more, gentlemen, that I dig into this, the more it bugs me, because in his stead at Elimination Chamber is Jey Uso. And I have a question. I have thoughts, but I'd rather ask and be curious. Do you guys believe, and let's start with Damascus Des, do you guys believe that Jey Uso was the plan before the injury?
Looking at the list of people who are in the match, and me and Vinny kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday. If you look at the people now, 6 people in there, the 5 other people, only one of them is a heel. I think Bronson Reed was likely supposed to win that match because that would allow them to have 2 heels in the match. Whereas right now there are 5 faces and only 1 heel. That being said, I do believe that Jey Uso is a solid backup, and he's over enough with the fans. He is popular enough that they can make some good spots, and it'll be a fun match, regardless. But I do believe that Bronson Reed was supposed to be in this match.
Vincent Kennedy Bucci, what say you?
Oh, he was supposed to be in the match, most definitely. I mean, they've been pushing the vision like crazy. In fact, I think if Braun Breaker hadn't suffered that hernia, he'd probably be in this thing. I think Bronson was the backup for Braun, and then Braun got injured, so we got to make a choice here. And I guess they called an audible and went with the Team Who Soldier Boy. And obviously, we already know what's going to happen. They're going to have a really great match. They're going to stop right in the middle of it so they can play Jey Uso's music over and over again. It's like the equivalent to R-Truth's dance breaks. It said R-Truth's dance breaks actually were entertaining. And that's what's going to happen. You can just see Jey Uso on top of the pod going like this for 20 minutes to kill time. I promise you is what's going to happen. And, you know.
I'll bet you $20 it ain't.
Huh?
I'll bet you $20 it ain't. They're not going to stop to play the music in the middle of the Elimination Chamber match. I bet you $20 right now that it ain't going to happen. Now, will they do a long-ass fucking intro for him before he gets into that pod? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because the fans are into it. They enjoy it.
Yes. And it's what he does to draw money.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you like it or not, that's the name of the game.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they've now established his entrance is all he's got at this point. That's why a lot of fans
I still disagree with that. I think he's a great wrestler. I think that he relies too much on the super kick, but that's true for a lot of wrestlers these days.
Oh, yeah, especially 2 idiots in AEW. But, you know, anyway, I read here that he suffered it's a distal bicep tear, and they said he's out indefinitely. They just sent him to Alabama, and he's going to undergo surgery, and they say it often requires a multi-month recovery. And it basically puts him on the shelf, possibly missing WrestleMania. We'll see.
Definitely missing WrestleMania.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic, but he's probably missing WrestleMania. But yeah, so he's already going to.
He's got a little over a month till WrestleMania. He's missing WrestleMania.
Yeah. So yeah, he's already being sent to Alabama to go undergo the surgery. They always send, when in doubt, they go to James Andrews. He's their resident miracle worker that can. It's like, this injury's going to end his career, and James is like, I will be the judge of that. So he's anytime.
And then John Cena returns 2 months ahead of schedule.
Yes. So it's like, yeah, the guy's a miracle worker. So that they always send it to him. James, seriously, as the more WWE stays in business, the more likely James is going to retire and move to like an island somewhere. Like he's got enough money for an island with all the wrestlers that have come in and out of there, especially in the injury.
Now, Vinny, my man, right now is not the right time to be talking about billionaires and their islands.
Definitely not. Definitely. But you can hear. I'm all for it. Let's talk about it because.
I'm saying,
Let me make my jokes, damn it.
Yeah, he'll run the island the proper way. You know, he'll run it the proper way. I hope.
Wow. No.
Like I'm just saying, most of the guy, he don't have any bad history that I'm aware of.
He hides it better.
So as far as the Elimination Chamber match with the dudes in it, what's y'all, now that we understand where we're all at? First of all, I think I'm with you, Booch, on this. I think Braun Breaker was plan number one. That fell through. So you needed another heel type character, somebody that can toss some bodies against that cage. And Bronson Reed's the man for the job. He's also very versatile in the ring and can do spots off the ropes, which is kind of insane for a man his size. What worries me, guys, is that after Monday night, after seeing the Usos, witnessing firsthand still how over they are. And I'm somewhere between you guys. I'm not going to go to either extreme saying Jey Uso's the man and Jey Uso sucks. I feel like the truth is in the middle with that, right? One thing's for sure, you both are right about, is that he is a gold mine right now. He is over, t-shirts are selling, kids are screaming, and that's what the WWE wants. They don't care about anything else except for this. So until that stops, is it crazy to say that he isn't definitely not going to win this match? Is it plausible to say, in a better way, that Jey Uso could possibly win the Chamber?
The only way that would become a possibility is if, for some reason, Bronson Reed was going to win, and he was never going to win. This is one of those situations where we know that Roman Reigns is going against CM Punk at WrestleMania, which means Drew McIntyre is the current champion and will be the champion at WrestleMania, which means we need a face to go against him, which, yes, in that particular sense, he fits the bill. But if he was going to be going against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, he would have been on the original plan, not the backup. And we all agree that he was the backup on this one. So looking at it, we got plenty of great options. I mean, it's Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton.
I'll read them out. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Jevon Evans, Trick Williams, personal favorite of Vincent Kennedy Bucci, the aforementioned Jey Uso, and L.A. Knight.
Right. We know that Trick Williams is not going to win because that's a heel versus a heel at WrestleMania. Not going to happen. Not to mention he's either the newest or second newest on the roster, in this match. So we also know Jevon Evans. I'm going to call it now. Jevon Evans is going to be the first eliminated.
That's an interesting play. I like this idea. Who would be the first to be eliminated, both on the men's and women? Since we're talking about the men's, since you have mentioned who would be the first to be eliminated, who's your champion after this match? Who's your number one contender after this match, rather?
I've been calling his name. I'm going to keep calling his name until it fucking happens. I'm going with the one, the only L.A. Knight.
I mean, we've said this phrase over and over on this show. If not now, then when? Right? Concerning L.A. Knight, concerning Sami Zayn, and so many other countless talent in that locker room. But to your point, I love it. I love it. Booch, I know you love it, but is this going to be your pick? Also, start with your first elimination if you don't mind.
Jevon Evans, from Desmond's mouth to God's ears. Let that happen, please. Please let that happen. Because honestly, if someone's got to be the first eliminated, it's got to be him. Because everybody else on there is a star on some level. And he's literally the guy that's basically going to treat this place like it's his own personal jungle gym. He's going to run and jump and play and frolic and flip, flop, fly and almost die. That's literally the reason he's here. We need somebody to jump off the pod. It's got to be him. I already talked to Desmond. I said, God forbid the guy who retired John Cena and AJ Styles get put in a chamber match, but instead they went with Jevon Evans, which
I stand by my reasoning against it.
I know. I don't disagree with it, but didn't make me happy. I'm just saying, still doesn't make me happy. Just say it. It's a valid point. Still doesn't make me happy. But so Jevon's in this, but this is where I'm stuck because trust me, nothing will make me happier than for LA Knight to win this chamber. Nothing would make me happier. Not quite sure it's going to happen. Some people are speculating the possibility of Cody winning, but Desmond and I kind of felt that wouldn't work this go around. Nothing bad about Cody, but
Just too soon.
Just too soon. He just lost it. It wouldn't make sense. Then again, you have to find a story for Cody going into Mania, so I'm curious what they would do if he didn't win this. That'd probably be the interesting part. Who's he going to feud with? But I have heard that Randy Orton, while he's not trying to break Cena's record, he does say he wants to win at least one more time. He says, I don't need to break the record, but he doesn't want to be tied with Triple H anymore. Because him and Triple H are both tied at 14. Flair's got 16, and as we all know, Cena's the never seen 17. So he's like, if I can just get that one more and be at the 15, I'll be all right. Like, he's not pushing to break the record. He just wants to have at least one more. And the chamber, we've established in the chamber anything can happen, and Royal Rumble anything can happen. Here's the thing. This shit used to make sense until Triple H took over. Now, very little to anything makes fucking sense anymore. So, I believe there's no such... When it comes to Triple H's booking, there's no such thing as a bad choice.
I feel like he's more fair than Vinnie Mac was, to be honest.
Maybe. But...
I think that he makes a lot more sense than Vince did.
Yeah. And also, we got to find out who's going to feud with Drew. And I know Orton and Drew have kind of had a few altercations here and there. Especially when Drew was feuding. So... where would it make sense to go? So I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to say Randy Orton. I think at WrestleMania, they're going to give him one more. He's going to get that left.
Wow.
And then he probably won't be champ again after that. But I think they're going to give him one more. Let him be 15. Let him win 15. And then he can be happy with that. And then who knows? He could turn heel, or Cody could turn heel, and they can fight for the belt later on. There's a story to tell later on where one of them goes heel.
You know, guys, for the sake of parody on this show, I am going to go with Lassiter High School's own Cody Rhodes. I think he's the next best option. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not who I want to win, but we're predicting based on an easy for me to say, analyst standpoint. So I'm going to go with Cody, although I do want LA Knight to have his chance because he's so over. He's so due. If he gets eliminated first, mutiny. Letters will be sent to Stamford, Connecticut. First class mail.
Remember, they booed the hell out of his elimination at the Royal Rumble.
You gotta listen. They better start listening. They better start darn listening. So there it is. Our first match, Vinny. You selected Jevon Evans to get...
Yeah, who are you saying is going to be eliminated first?
I'm going to go with Jevon Evans, too. It's the only logical choice. Yeah. But I definitely have a different winner than you guys, so I feel like it's something. So let's recap that real quick. Vinny, Jevon Evans to be eliminated first, and Randy Orton to go on to WrestleMania to win his 16th, you said? 15th. Wow. What a career, man. It's possible. Desmond, you're saying Jevon Evans will be eliminated
Give him 16, we just make him tied with fucking Ric Flair. And that's one problem to another.
Right. And then LA Knight will be your man to win this match. And of course, Jevon Evans to be first eliminated, and Cody Rhodes to win the match and go on to Mania.